Hello everybody. My name is Gaur, and today we'll discuss about Microsoft Power BI. We'll learn about Microsoft Power BI installation. We'll do installation for Microsoft Power BI desktop, and we'll also install Microsoft Power BI report server. Then we'll create a demo report, and we'll try to publish it. We'll also try to access our Power BI installation from our mobile device. Okay. The purpose of this exercise is basically just for the beginners who wants to explore how what are the features and prospect of Microsoft Power BI. Like I have been a ClickView consultant for a long time, and I have also used ClickSense and Tableau. Recently, I learned about Microsoft Power BI, and I'm quite excited about its future because of the increasing popularity of Azure services, and Microsoft Power BI is available in Azure Cloud. So I thought of giving it a try and see how good that tool is with respect to the other leading visualization tools like ClickView and Tableau.
Before we start installing the Power BI desktop and Power BI report server, uh, let us first learn a little bit about the Power BI product architecture. So these are the different components of product Power BI reporting suite. So you have Power BI desktop, which is obviously being used for developing the reports and dashboard, like we have ClickView dashboard and the Tableau dashboard. So this is the client, and then once you develop the reports, you can publish it to Power BI report server or to the Power BI cloud. Okay, now this is an on-premise installation, which is the Power BI report server. You can also publish the reports to cloud, and yeah, these are the delivery. So there are various ways to consume the reports, like it can be consumed on a web portal, or you can also have mobile devices, just like any other visualization tool. And then one component is missing here, which is also called Power BI gateway. Basically, gateway creates the connection between Power BI service or Power BI server to the source system. So gateway can also be on premise or in the cloud. So gateway is basically manage and controls all the data source connection, so you can have lot of flexibility and security setup there, which is always been an ask for all the self services. Okay, now once we basically so we know about these components in Power BI, so I think we can go and see how to install the different components. Okay, so I have already opened this link beforehand. So first thing we need to install is Power BI report server, so that we can install from Microsoft. Luckily we have a free trial version, and that trial, which is quite good time to learn a reporting tool. I have made the download in advance. Okay, and then once you have installed the Power BI report server, then we need to install a Power BI desktop. Now there is an gap because we cannot use all the Power BI desktop with all the Power BI report servers. So basically there are certain version of Power BI desktop which are optimized for Power BI report server. So that is what we need to install. After installing the Power BI report server, you will see that there is a download link for Power BI desktop, and that will take you to the desktop installation, which is optimized for Power BI report server. So I didn't know that, and I had to troubleshoot a lot, because I installed Power BI desktop first, and then I installed a Power BI report server, and then I was trying to develop reports in Power BI desktop and trying to publish that into Power BI report server. It throws a number of errors. So that you also need to install the desktop version, which is optimized for report server, and then we also need to install a database, basically, which Power BI report server will require to store its repository. So we also need to install a SQL server. So don't worry about it. It's quite straightforward to install a Microsoft SQL Server 2017. Just install the base version so that you have the database. And the 18, there is the latest version, July 2018, but that's not optimized for Power BI report server. Now I also have created a demo app. So let me show you the demo app that I have created. is the problem. This is the problem when you use the Power BI desktop March edition, and then you want to open something with them which is created by July edition. So I will close it. I know this is not so what I have done is I have created uh, a copy of this report using a suffix of rs, which says this is so I will open this one. Thing I observed about the Power BI is that it is quite slow on local PCs and laptop. ClickSense is also slow. I got a laptop which got 8 GB of RAM. I do run both ClickView, ClickSense, and now I have installed the Power BI. I do not have anything fancy. I do really find ClickSense is very slow. I don't know what they do tell about a lot of things. This ClickSense is very fast, pretty fast, and I'm sure most of the ClickSense developer will agree to this, that ClickSense is actually slow. We don't know why it is slow. Created it hardly took half an hour for me. So although it looks like it's nothing, I have downloaded one Excel sheet which contains GDP of various Indian states, and then what you need to do is so I can let us we can recreate this dashboard here also. So what I have done is so obviously you can connect to Excel and various other sources. I connected to Excel, and from the Excel then there are a lot of things that you can do this in edit query section. Edit query is basically the window where you are connecting to the sources and bringing the data. You can do some transformation, you can put some filters, you can do some renaming, all the standard pretty stuff. So it is giving you basically some basic ETL features, but I won't say these are quite great. I could not do many things there, like I could not do transpose properly. I also could not do the do some conversion, like I had so conversion properly, so I had to do it outside the Power BI. So I'm not saying the ETL capabilities are very great in this tool. So once you have this, and then Power BI will the fields will be loaded here, and obviously using these fields you can create these charts. So there are a lot of other videos where you can see. So basically, like for creating this chart, you create on the visualization, select the visualization, and then select the measures and dimension that you need to choose for this. Okay, and then you can format it. There are a lot of formatting option. So I have created one line chart. I have also created one pie chart. This is one I have created. Interesting is that I have created a hierarchy here. So if you go, I have taken the measure from sheet 2, which is my like state and year wise GTV volume, and then I have created an hierarchy between let it open, then I can show you. Yeah, I've created a hierarchy so between region and state. So I have created 5 different regions, like northeast, south, different regions of India, and I have distributed the state across the region. So I've created a hierarchy here. So you can create hierarchy, which is quite just a right click and new hierarchy here. So this is how you can create a hierarchy, and obviously using the hierarchy you can do the drill down. So like if I select south, it will obviously show only the states which are in the south. So you can see all the lines and then all the bubbles here, and you can also do the drill down. So so only the south region will get drill down here. Okay, so if I do like this, so you can see okay, south and okay, yeah. Drill down. Yeah, so I can see all the states of south now. Okay, just like that. Okay, you created this report. Obviously you need to save it, and now you need to collaborate this with other users. So what you're going to do is that you need to save as and report to the Power BI report server. Okay, now Power BI report server, I think we haven't talked about the installation of Power BI report server, which is straightforward. All you need to download the installation and software, and then do next, and then once everything is done, it will open up this window like report server configuration. I haven't done anything fancy here, so basically it has picked up all the default values. What I have done basically is these are all standard. So this is where you need to specify what is the database name. So I basically installed a database in this laptop, so that so it is using the local database. Okay, so first you need to install the Power BI report server, and then you install the database, or you can install the database beforehand. So while installing the Power BI report server, it will automatically locate the database, and it will create a new repository there. Okay, now these are the web portal access. So this one is now I have I can open it from here, so I can go to the Power BI portal now. So I published that report to Power BI portal, so I'm now logging into portal, and I can see the report from here. So I can, it's a little bit slow here. So yeah, so you can see this. I am in the portal now, and I can now see the reports. The next challenge was like, so I can see this from web portal. I can also see this from Power BI desktop. How can I see this from my mobile device? So what I've done is, for mobile device is I have again installed Power BI mobile app. Okay, and from the Power BI mobile app, then I have you can connect to let me show you. You can connect to Power BI report server. Okay, so in this report server, so obviously this is my local local desktop. Okay, and both my mobile and desktop is connected to Wi-Fi network. So I can basically create a network between these two devices. That because I'm trying to connect this installation from my mobile device, so it will try to actually access this laptop on port 80 for the HTTP. So for that, I had to create a role in the firewall so that it allows inbound request on port 80. Connected, you will be able to see screens like this. So obviously you will be able to see this desktop from there. Let me connect it from the browser in the mobile desktop. Okay, and then let me see. Yeah, so I'm now connected. Yeah, so see, this is on my mobile desktop, and I am able to, on my mobile, I am able to see this Power BI portal. Now I had a difficulty to actually access it from the app, and I'm not sure what is that. I need to try from another device now, because this could be something with my Moto G5 that which may not be allowing this type of connection. But surprisingly, I'm able to open it from the mobile browser. So like, let me see. So it is loading, as you can see from here. Now there are a lot of things you can also do here, like you can manage your subscription. Where is that? You can manage your subscription here. Okay, and then also you can create your bookmarks. You can also do the data alert setup. Okay, so there are many features also available for the end users who are accessing the reports on the dashboard. So this is now come up here on my mobile. So I got an Power BI report installation. The server is installed in my laptop. Power BI desktop is installed in my laptop, and then I have also installed a SQL server which acts as a database for report server. Okay, experience, and let's see how this video comes up. Thank you everybody. Please let me know your feedbacks.